Alright, everybody, welcome back to Dragon Age. Well, it hasn't been a while, I'm assuming, the way this is far enough into the future that I have absolutely no idea how these are going to be released. Um, I only just today finished editing Dragon Age 2, and I finished playing that game about a month ago. I've actually had this game, Dragon Age Inquisition. I had ordered a copy while I was still playing Dragon Age 2, but I got it in the mail the day after I beat Dragon Age 2. So I've had it for a while. I've actually attempted to start a series with this twice now. Both times there were things that went wrong, so unfortunately I'm having to start again for the third time. Um, what went wrong the first time was I had I had to set up Dragon Age Keep or whatever the website's called, where you have to tell it how you played the first game, because this one doesn't actually just import the events of the previous two games like Dragon Age 2 did. This one you had to go online, tell it how you played the game, and then import it. So yeah, that took some figuring out. The first time that didn't import, so I was playing the default game, and by the time I had figured it out, it was already like 5 or 6 recording sessions into it, and I decided, well, it's still early on, I'm going to start over. The second one, something similar happened where one of the things I messed something up, and I just didn't really want to continue on with it, so I'm like, it's still fairly early. I got a little further than I did the first time, so it's kind of a bummer, but I decided I'm just going to start again. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, we're starting a new game. Plus side, I'm actually fairly decent at this game now. And I also decided that we are going to switch some stuff up. So, we're going to be an elf this time. And after much debate, we're not going to be the rogue like we were in the first two games. I decided to switch it up. I'm trying to decide if I want to be a two-handed warrior, because actually the first time I tried to record, I was still the rogue, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't. Then I decided I was going to be the warrior, and it was okay, but I wasn't sure how much I liked the fighting style. I'm debating if I want to be a mage, though, because mages are a lot harder to use, or a lot harder, I feel like. At the same time, though, warrior is pretty cool. You get, because you get more, I feel like you get more strength if you're a warrior. Rogue, you get more dexterity. Mage, you get more stamina / mana. So I don't know. Should I? I'm still conflicted if I want to be a mage or if I want to be a warrior. I'm not doing rogue this time. Am I gonna regret being a mage? I feel like I'm gonna regret being a mage. Yeah, I'm backing out on that one. So I'm going to be, wait, I am female, right? Yeah, okay, good. And I'm gonna be a casual, simply because as much as I really did get the hang of it, I still wasn't great. I have a better, yes, I would like to import a custom world save. And it is the one from June 20th. Yep, that is correct. That really dates the episode. I wonder how far into the future that'll actually be. If I continue on with my one episode a day, which I know is like, at the time this has been released, I think like the first 6 episodes of Dragon Age Origins have gone up. And if I continue on with that, there's 64, 65 episodes of Dragon Age Origins. There's only going to be 52 of Dragon Age 2. Who knows how many of these? But that's a lot of days. Don't keep me busy for the foreseeable future. Loading screens in this game are... Oh, there's actually something I wanted to... I should have tried that before. Shoot. I wanted to see if I could do something about the graphics of this game, because I feel like the graphics are really, really wonky, and I haven't really looked into it. Maybe it's just the way it is on Xbox 360 because they were like, well, the Xbox One is out now. No one's going to play it on Xbox 360. Yeah, right. I got it on 360 because I thought I could literally import it in. I could have gotten it on PS4 if I had known. It's not that big a deal. One of the reasons I decided I'm going to be an elf this time around is because I didn't get to the point in the game, but I do, like, when I was playing before, I did not get to the, oops, and this is a bit confusing. I didn't get to the point in the game where it actually happens, but I know in this game, it is possible for it's possible for Hawk to appear along with the Inquisitor, and when that happens, in my version of things, that would mean there would be two versions of Sophie together. And that's why I decided, instead of being human like I was last time, I am going to be an elf. So there's a little bit of a bit of an easier difference between the two. And for that very first one, I had this hairstyle. It was, obviously I'll change it back to the auburn color, but I had this hairstyle the very first time, and then the second time I had, no, hold on, where was it? What was it? This one? Yeah, it was this one. I didn't recognize it because of the color. Yeah, I had that hair, but I think I'm gonna go back to this one. I like that one. I remember I spent like a really long time debating like what color, or not what color, what hairstyle I wanted to have her have. So here we go. We're gonna do that.
You leave me no choice. You leave me no choice.
Hold on.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
I just hope I can help.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that voice. So that's good for the general of the face. We'll go with the ear size. And do the ears stick out from her? The ears end up sticking out from her hair. Kinda. It doesn't look that great. Oops, didn't mean to back. If we're gonna be an elf, might as well go full elf. I don't see what's wrong with that. Actually, I don't dislike the shape of this face because I tried to make her like roughly match the.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
So I try to make her somewhat resemble the Sophie that I have in my thumbnails. It's actually, I don't know, maybe it's just the settings on my TV compared to the settings on my computer. I'm actually looking at my computer trying to get a better look at her face, and it's a little difficult because my computer goes on like a 3-second delay. So like I'm hitting the button to rotate her now, and yeah, it only just rotated there. So, and I think the commentary actually records like a fraction of a second later than what it is live, so that also would probably make it a little weird for you guys. But I think like the biggest thing about this one, I want to change her lip size and maybe change something about her chin. Oh, head and ears. Where's the... Oh, jaw. Derp. That would be where it goes. So let's see. Chin size. Shape. Let's see. Alright, that's not what I need. I'll just back out. I don't need that. Chin size. Just need it to be a little longer. Like that. And then jawline. Let's see what we got here. That's about right. There we go. That's good. All right. Go. Lip thickness. This is what I need. That's good. All right. So eyes. Let's see. Which ones look the most? That's look pretty close to Sophie's eyes in the thumbnails. Those also do. But I like these. Maybe make them a little bigger. Yeah, there we go. Her eyebrows are a little more, well, a little bit more like that, I think. Oops. I'm not going to mess with the position because I hated that about my last one. Another reason why I decided, even though I had played further on, that I decided to restart the game again because I didn't particularly like version number 2 of Sophie either. Like, I have screenshots of them, and I'll do like a comparison, and I'll throw it up on screen right now so you guys can see it. But yeah, I didn't particularly like the others version of Sophie very much, so we're gonna go with this. I'm actually debating we might not even call this one Sophie. I like this tattoo. I remember I looked at all the tattoos the first time and I was actually debating on doing that one. Although, wait a minute. Are these the same? These look more... Okay, I think these actually are different. I guess if you're an elf, you have to have the tattoos. There's no non-tattoo, but I like this one. I might change the color. There we go. I like that. That's kind of cool. Oops, did not mean to do that. We also need to see if we can find one that's close to our Sophie's nose, which I guess this one is good. We just have to make it longer. Don't want to mess with that. Nose tip. There we go. That's good. I like it. The makeup, we don't really need makeup, but I guess we can give her some like really dark green. Like that. That's alright. Yeah, we'll go with that. Go like that. No, not gonna do that. Yeah, this might be the quickest we've ever done Sophie. Okay, so the name is different here. But I've decided, as weird as it is, the very first recording, the human default female name is Evelyn, and I thought it was funny because the actual canon name, the full name for Sophie in canon is Sophie Evelyn Douglas or Sophie Evelyn Monroe, depending on like what part of the canon you're in. Um, we have, but Evelyn is actually her middle name, and the first time I was like, oh, Evelyn, and then I just hit the A button thinking that was going to let me rename her, but then it just continued on, started the game, and I was a little upset, but then I was like, oh, well, whatever. So then the second time I did name her Sophie, and it's, I never liked that one, so we're going back with Evelyn this time, even though it's an elf. So yeah, we're going to go with it. Again, she's a variation of Sophie, we're going to call it. The elven variation that goes by the middle name Evelyn. So yeah, and that just makes it a little less confusing too for when Hawk appears in the game, because then we'll have that's another thing too, because of the three characters so far, I really loved Hawk more so than the Warden and more so than the Herald in this game. From what I've seen of her so far, I really loved Hawk's character, so she's gonna remain like the definitive Sophie, and this one is going to be Evelyn. Here we go. Spider demons. Eesh. Get it away from me.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
You think I'm responsible?
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need her, Cassandra.
I can't believe it. All those people. Dead.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember... running. Things were chasing me, and then... a woman?
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
Go to the forward camp, Liliana. I will take her to the rift.
Do you guys see what I'm talking about with the graphics? Or is that just how the game is on
What
Xbox
did happen?
360?
It will be easier to show you.
It's like, did they design it for Xbox One and then just kind of like tried to downgrade it for 360.
We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that
Also, are
grows
my eyes
larger
green?
with each
I thought
passing
they were
hour.
brown.
It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion.
Kind of green.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
I understand.
Then
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
they have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine.
You see, like,
Justinian,
things like
head
that,
of
like,
the
her
country. The
outfit
conclave
wasn't
was
fully
hers.
rendered in. Like, you could see it and Cassandra disappeared.
It was a chance for peace.
That didn't happen
between
last time,
mages
I
and
don't think.
Templars. She brought the
but, like,
leaders together.
It's
Now
like,
they
this
are
game has a really small draw distance, I feel like. I think it's called draw distance, where it's like,
But we must think
things
beyond
that,
ourselves, as she
like,
did.
if the game goes beyond a certain
Until
distance from
the
where
breach
the
is
action
sealed.
is, then it, the game won't render it in, or it's not, it doesn't pop in until, like, the
There
player
will be a
is
trial.
close enough to
I
it.
can promise no more.
There's a lot in there where it's like,
Come.
you can see
It
it,
is not
but
far.
Where are you taking
they, like,
me?
diminish the graphics beyond that distance. I feel like that's happening a lot in this game, but even so,
Your
there are
mark
still
must be
times where you
tested on
should be
something.
close enough, but it's just not showing up there. I want to look at the options, so see if there is anything I can do about gameplay. Well, that's not so much about the gameplay, is it? Interface, maybe? That's not how it fixed. Display? That's not going to be it. Account's not going to do me anything. Audio. Oops. Oh yeah, that's where it should be. That is where it should be, yeah. Like, really, that's the only thing I can think of. So I guess that's just how the game is.